Hi there. Welcome to another episode of Kaizen Micro Lessons Family Quiz. So mommy, daddy and the most intelligent of all, the young ones. Let's all get together and see how much you can get today's quiz right. Today's Kaizen Micro Lessons Family Quiz is about mysteries of the universe. Let's start with our first question. See if you can guess this celestial body. So here are your 3 hints. First, it is the most famous heavenly visitor to our solar system. Second hint, when it comes close to the sun, it develops a glowing tail that points away from the sun due to the solar winds. Third hint, this celestial object can be seen approximately once every 76 years. It was last seen in 1986 and is due to pay us a visit in 2061. So could you guess it? We are talking about Halley's Comet. A comet that wanders around in space but comes close to the sun approximately every 76 years. It's the comet that ancient astronomers have been spotting since centuries. But it was Mr. Edmund Halley who suggested that these sightings are not of different objects, but the single space object, the Halley's Comet. Do you know Halley's Comet loses some part of it every time it approaches the sun? It is estimated that it has already lost 80 to 90% of its original mass. But don't worry, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. It has enough mass to last another millions of years. So that's the interesting story of our celestial guest. I hope you had fun knowing that. So if you want more such videos to land right in your feed, videos that can make you smarter and are a lot of fun to watch, you can like the video and click on that subscribe button. And now we move on to our next question. The question is, from which direction does the sun rise? Okay, that's not the question. We know the answer. The direction is east. The real question is, on which of these planets does the sun rise in the west? The answer is Venus and Uranus. Out of all the 8 planets in the solar system, only 2 planets rotate from east to west about their axis, Venus and Uranus, while all other planets rotate from west to the east. This causes the sun to appear to rise from the west and set in the east on these 2 planets. I know you guys are having fun and are excited about the next question. I also know you have not hit on that subscribe button. Let's do that right now before moving on to the next question. Now is the time for our next question. So here are your 3 hints. First, this space object is the costliest thing ever built by humans. Second hint, if you are living here, you will see 16 sunrises and sunsets each day. Third hint, this man-made structure circles the earth and is a unique lab for scientific experiments in the space. The answer is International Space Station, a flying spaceship where scientists, astronomers, and sometimes tourists from across the world live, sometimes for months, and conduct cool experiments and do some super cool stuff like spacewalks. Launched in 1998 and till now costing around $150 billion, International Space Station is the costliest object ever built by humans. It's a cool place in the outer space where space scientists sleep, eat, and enjoy, all while floating in the air. Now we move on to our next question. This creature was the first to travel into outer space before any human could do so. So, she has a celebrity status and even a statue of herself in Moscow, Russia. Can you guess this creature? We are talking about the dog Laika. Laika was a stray dog found on the streets of Moscow, Russia in 1950s, and she was chosen to be sent to space on a one-way ticket. And guess what? She underwent advanced physical training before being pushed off the earth. In 1957, she was launched into space aboard Sputnik 2 and became the first living creature to go into outer space. She made a supreme sacrifice for the world of science and now has a celebrity status and a statue in the city of Moscow. Now comes our next question, and this is about an event. An event so popular that it changed the history of mankind forever. I'm sure some of you have already guessed it, but I will still drop the hints. So here comes the first one. Both Americans and Russians wanted to be the first one to do this, so they spent billions of dollars in this pursuit. This spectacular achievement is synonymous with one of history's most famous one-liners. One small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. We are talking about Apollo 11 mission, popularly known as man's first landing on the moon. It was in 1969 that Neil Armstrong became the first man to set foot on the moon and change history forever. Some interesting facts about the mission. Apollo 11 mission lasted for 8 days, 3 hours, 18 minutes and 35 seconds. The computing system used to send man to moon was actually pretty basic. A modern day smartphone has more computing power and memory than Apollo 11 computing systems. Richard Nixon, the US president at that time, actually had a speech prepared in case Apollo 11 astronauts never came home. But they did come back, and when they did, what do you think happened to them? Did they get a hero's welcome? Yes, they did get the hero's welcome, but they were also quarantined for 21 days. That is, confined and not allowed to go out. Why? Well, to make sure they didn't bring home any deadly alien life that can harm us, the humans. Guys, this was the Mysteries of the Universe quiz, a fun way to exercise our brains. Hope you had fun. Stay tuned for more such amazing lessons and like and subscribe to Kaizen Micro Lessons.